Hello, good evening, and welcome back to Dance Stream. Yes, it is that time of the day for you to like, comment, and subscribe if you're on YouTube. Yes, it's all a sneaky ploy just so I could sneak that in there. But anyways, we're back to this. Lots of reading. Matter of fact, so much reading, in fact, that I want to just have this here so I can whisper it quietly into the microphone. See how my cohort are doing. I have enough to upgrade. Yes. And I can attach something else. Okay, finally, now I have a melee weapon in case. And for you... I like you having physical damage. Sweet. Okay, this guy's looking good. Need to find a mission. Ooh, a new tech priest. Oh yeah, I'm definitely doing this. If I'm getting a tech priest, absolutely. Support Kefra to create a defensive position. Alright. Maybe I don't need that one then. Ignore all armor is pretty great. Okay. There we go. Get my 2 tech priests. Everyone looks good. Deploy. You do not relish this mission, Subdomina Kefra. I ascertained this from your pupil dilation and nervous system stress levels. Even in victory, the men and women on the ground suffer, but that is not something I imagine troubles as Magos. Some tech priests choose to excise the emotional centers of their brain, especially when they reach the rank of Magos. I did not. I fought under plenty of magi who have no emotion at the loss of men and women in combat. I'm glad to know I'm not doing that again. I'm capable of quarantining my emotions to my neural vaults and choosing to experience them if they are beneficial. I'm not ruled by them, but I'm not ignorant of them either. That is why casualty rates on missions under my command are 11.7% below the average. I'll take that as good omen. Subdomina Kefra, how goes your attempt at establishing a foothold in Silva Tenebris with our main forces? Operations at the tombs of Acropis are continuing, Magos, but the enemy is pressing our perimeter hard. It is impossible to explore the tomb if all my troops are tied up and keeping themselves from being overrun. I see, the enemy is aware of our presence. Seems. They're not just attacking at random. The Necrons are exerting pressure at key points hoping we'll falter. Logic demands a response. Ignorance is the predicament, invites defeat. Your solution? With your help, collapse the tomb on them first. Oh, here we go. So we're gonna blow up a tomb. I plotted 4 locations of the tomb of Acropolis. If they are made impassable with demolition charges, the Necrons won't have the run of their own tomb anymore. My cohort will see this done. Once the key points are blocked, the Necron will be funneled into our crossfires. They spend a lot of their lives testing our defenses. I'm not certain the Necrons can be accurately said to have lives. Ah, well, whatever they have. They're gonna lose a lot of them. The detonator of the charge appears to be a dud. Some menial must have neglected to perform the required anti-corrosion rites. Let's repair this. The core uses tech rites to replace the corroded wire and blessed the work with the tap of the anointed pneumo wrench. The detonator works perfectly, vindicating their faith in the teaching of the Omnissiah. Okay. Let's go the glyph. Glyph. Green. Green looks good. Single port designated for Necron Canoptech creature extrudes from the device. Oh, they know we're here. Fascinating. Could this be the event from the distant history of the Necron race? I've heard rumors of such mythology among the theories, but confirming it could be a breakthrough. On the walls, a chamber inscribed with complex designs resembling a star map, but the stars are depicting beings consumed by ill-defined entities and swirling lights and shadows. Yeah, I'm gonna have to obliterate the steel. It is a relic of Xenos mythology and hence blasphemous. Oh, it hurt me. Open fire on it, ripping the image apart, bursts into radiation floods the chamber and contaminates the cohorts. We must withdraw before they become fatally irradiated. Well, maybe shooting at it wildly wasn't the best idea. Oh, goodness. Yawning already? That's not good. Several Necron skulls are carved into the wall of the chamber, all arranged looking at a central pedestal holding up a globe. I'm gonna scrutinize. I'm gonna examine the faces and scrutinize them. The eyes of Necron heads appear to be hollow. On closer inspection, each conceals a weapon muzzle. The cohort watches for signs of booby traps and note a subtle pressure plate on the floor around the globe. They move on with the new understanding of Necron cunning. Hey, go check out over here. Ah, Jesus. Katara unit holding the tomb of Acropolis are suffering communication collisions. One of them run a cable. Okay. Chamber and obviously become severed, potentially cutting that. Okay. Let's go for the extra mile. Find the Skatari lying dead on the post, victim of the Necron ambush. Their bodies sheared open by gauss fire, knowing their efforts. Okay. Jesus. That's not good. Our blind hatred for the Xenos has made us fall into a lot of booby traps. But it will stay the same because it's not heresy. Little scorpions. Survived 4 rounds, eh? Put Jeremiah a little bit behind. Put this guy a little forward. You know what? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to run into this hole. Ah, freak. I'll even get a Skatari in here. There we go. Nice. Pop that guy out right away. Another one, hopefully. Oh, no. I was going to say hopefully no acid, but he got acid. Oh, wow. He vaporized one of my guys, like, right off the bat. Not bad, not bad. If I move, I get hit, so I gotta smack something. Hell yeah, okay. Yeah, let's see what this guy's about. Okay. Don't want to move, because all my ranged weapons are reduced because of that, but I'll get hit if I move. But I can kill if I do it. Okay, it'll be worth it. Ooh, damn, that was a big hit. Reasonably large. Hell yeah. Alright, well, that allows me to go sneak over here. Ah, damn, that acid. Check this out real quick, like. So I'd like to see. I'll just walk over here. Okay. And I'll use my Skitari to start sniping. I have a suspicion more guys will be coming. That's why I keep bringing my guys over here. See? Exactly. Oh my god. They've killed all my guys. It's okay. I got friggin' big guns over here. Hell yeah. Farewell. Say hello to the Omni Sire for me. Pretty sweet. Okay. Prepare myself up a little bit. Yeah, that acid. Ooh, it's a flayed one. Okay, nice. You know what? I might use the cognition just to walk over here. They shouldn't be able to hit me. Yeah, okay. You know what? I was gonna go up and shoot him, but whatever. That's fine. I might be able to blast this guy. Not quite. Just run him back. Oof, even more, okay. Lifeform sudden appearance of Auspec. Unexpected. Possible tech, formless, teleportation, warp, travel unknown. This is no form of warp travel, and Telepathic Abroad has reported no disturbance near the planet the whole time we've been here. Alternate dimensional shift, teleportation, unknown. Teleportation tech, too volatile. No power signs, no lightning, no singe marks, tomb too deep for teleportation. Alternate dimensional shift, unknown. We only know of the immaterium and real space. Scriptures have written about these two for millennia. Noting conclusion, unknown, logged, disappointment, desire for answer must be fulfilled. Oh, cat. Oh, I got another Skitarii Ranger, nice. Right, Jeremiah the gun-slinging guy. Perfect. Hey, let's just kill this. Into its death. Guarantee it. I just hope this guy... Ooh, wow, that's a big hit. Sniper. Sniper man. Oh! I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna freaking knock him out. Not bad. Oh, he phase shift. Now he's looking at me here, eh? Grab as much cognition as I can. So if I walk over here, it'll take this shot, eh? Oh, thank goodness, it was only 2 damage. Nice. Come on, kill it. Hell yeah. Crit right off the cliff. That's a good Skitarii right there. Oh my goodness, more? Killed them all. Can do. Nice. Oh, damn. That was 5 damage. Hopefully this will kill. Kinda. Pretty close. Sweet, sweet cognition. By the will of the machine god. Yeah, let's go right in. Walk straight at him. Beautiful. Oh, my tech priests are so good. That guy's a bit more robust. Kill the flayed one. There will be no more yearning. Oh my god. More Necrons? Where? Hey, don't do it. Damn, crit. I just did it for the 1 damage. One. Ooh, 3. That's not bad. This hopefully will end. Nice. Eh? Threat eliminated. Ooh. The jar I had just... Oh no, that's just some thread. Mission complete. The last demolition charge brings down another section of the tomb. The most heavily used routes around the tomb are now cut off, and the Necrons will be forced to fight the Skitarii terms now. Servants of the Omnisci will live now. Who would otherwise die, Magos? My thanks for sending your tech priest to the aid of my troops. We will profit nothing on this world if our troops on the ground cannot keep the tombs open until we have ascertained the threat they contain. It is simple logic, Subdomino. Maybe. But nevertheless, thank you. Few Skitarii have much reason to expect a tech priest to come to their aid so directly. We are used to being disposable. My emotion cores return dismay and anger whenever a Skitarii is described as disposable. No one is disposable so long as they do the Omnisci's work. Thus is it is written. Oh. Speaking of disposable. Beautiful. That might be the one I want. Next 4 attacks. Oh. Looks like I just got an upgraded version of whatever. Magos Leonardus. Hell yeah. You're gonna get upgraded to be... Trying to see. That's kind of cool. I can, like, get this guy to control guys. I'm gonna try this out. I like more movement. Oh, just shy. Okay. Okay, that works. Kind of the basic. Okay, let's see. That's kind of whatever. Ooh. Skatari Vanguard Alpha. That looks sweet. Alright, I think I'll do this. And it gives me a cognition increase? Hell yeah. You know what? I don't even know if I need the Skatari. You know what? Whatever. Okay, this looks good. Cheap viewers that Jared needs something to ban. God damn it. You own that domain? It is doubtful you would seize my attention with such an alacrity. Where they're going to plan, Subdomina. One of my Skatari units is escorting the Oculus Topographis to produce fuller interior scans of the tomb of Agrale. They have become bogged down by the Necron attacks and are cut off. They will surely perish if we do not go immediate support. And the Oculus? It'll be lost too. And yes, I am aware it is worth a lot more than any of the soldiers' lives. Oh my god, some of the soldiers might die? It's like, the Oculus? I'm like, what? Last communication from the Skatari said they were under heavy fire and trying to prepare a defensive position. Since then, they have gone dark. They're either dead or the architecture of the tomb is interfering with their comms again. Both possibilities reduce the percentage chance of the Oculus topographics being recovered. Which is why I need your tech priest on this, Magos. We have to move with speed and a hell of a lot of firepower. That I can supply. We advance immediately. Yes, let's. Okay. I say let's... I kind of want to beeline it, but I might get screwed. Screw it. Let's go. Let's meander a little bit. The chamber head covered in dust debris shows tracks of the Oculus topographic. It's clear the way, but okay. I'm gonna go with caution. You know what? Let's go with haste. Core rapidly in the direction of the top list. They feel the eye of the Necrons upon them as they do. They outpace any attempt to flank or ambush and make excellent headway. Oh, good. Oh, we're doing good, that one. Good choice. Good job, me. Not a good sign for it to become separated. Perhaps it was damaged by fire. In any case, it might contain some useful data. Malfunctioning servo skull drifts into the chamber. Trailing sparks. It looks like it's a accompanied unit escorting the... Okay. Let's retrieve it. Without the next... Oh, it just hurt my guy? Okay. This trigger is a fail-safe device, causes servo... Oh, it exploded. Dang it. Dang it. Corpse of one of the Skatari. Okay. Evidently cut down by Necron fire while trying to provide a rear guard for the rest of the unit. Let's pray for it. Oh, of course. Few words of prayer. Though many have the will fall in. Jeez, I don't know why it's so hard for me to read this. Though many have and will fall in this tomb, that is no reason to eschew basic rights. Okay, yeah. Basically, they're like, no point in wasting it. Okay, immediately hurts my guy. Not looking good. Let's go this way. I'm going the longest way possible. It's gonna be like the hardest fight possible. It's one of the Oculus topographics beacons. It deploys them to help scan the area. It could already have started mapping the tomb. There could be more nearby if you think it's worth finding them. Okay, let's look for some valuable data. Oh, I got some cognition, but whatever. The Necrons, however, are closing in. Okay. Dang old Necrons. Oh my goodness. I'm getting hit with like everything. Oh my god. Thank goodness. Be wary, Magos. Remember Adamantus Mechane 316. Oh my god, Austin 316? Seek not the words of the Innos, let they infect us with blasphemy. Voxcaster unit somewhere in the tomb. Okay. Possibly Necron transmission. This could be Necron communications. By destroying it could disrupt the capacity to coordinate their attack. Yeah. Find and destroy. Ooh. Okay. A quick burst of gunfire later. Destroyed. Blew it up, but it gave me a cool thing. Neat. Alright, I hit everything. Yeah, these are some tough Necrons, but we'll see. Oh my god, it's so far away. Okay. Okay, that's good enough. Okay. I think... I could go here. But... Okay, let me see. A few guys. This is the only cognition thing I see. Yeah, let's go over here. I'm just gonna shoot my way in a little bit. Keep gaining cognition so I can summon more guys in the future here. Okay, Jeremiah, you're my gun boy. You can stay in the back, and we can do gun stuff. Well, at least charge these up so the next time the machine spear comes. My more tanky guys are up front, so it's okay. Ooh, that's not great. Oh, look it, they blocked their own guy. Nice. Ooh, wow, okay, you're really beating up. Ooh, my guy. You know what? I'm gonna bring this Skitarii Ranger way in the back. Okay. Nice. Beautiful. Ouch. That one tech priest needs to heal bad. Okay, I need something. Heal. This guy's taking all the abuse. He might as well get a little heal. Excellent. Okay. Oof. My Skitarii, no. Oh, I don't have enough freaking... I don't have enough... this doesn't help. Okay, I can't do anything. Hopefully an opportunity appears and they move and I hit them. Ooh, they just hit me? Oh wow, my Skitarii's getting hurt. Come on, two. Ah, damn it, he's a good one, too. Okay. Yeah, let's just long bomb it. Ooh, damn, that was a good one. Beautiful. I want to be able to shoot this guy. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll just walk over here and get him. Nice. Ooh, hell yeah. Walked into the wrong spot, friendo. Oh wow, they come back in one turn, eh? It's Dan TV. Hey! How's it going in jolly old Texas? Hey, I mean, howdy. How was your day? Yeah, knock that guy out. Give me that sweet, sweet cognition. Very crazy. What's going on? Tell me. I want to hear. Hotter than heck. Hate that. Hate that. Yeah. How hot is it today? Like, oh, so this guy's kind of good at buffing people. Maybe I'll... Okay, I'm gonna move this guy back. Make my servitor nice and strong, yeah. Wow, well, can't do anything damage-wise, so I may as well just hide. Texas in summer? Whoo! Also, I see you, Nonsensic, trying to hide. See, that's how you get lured out. Start talking about Texas summer, and then all of a sudden we know you're here now. Huge. $27 is hot. Man, when I was working, I remember it got to like 35 degrees, but that's not in where I am right now. It's somewhere else, but yeah. But 27's brutal. Is it humid there by chance? I don't know where in Texas it is. I thought Texas has like a water source nearby, like the Gulf of Mexico, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know how humid it is. I find that it's far more tolerable to deal with the heat if it's not humid. So it is humid? Oh, humid heat and it just sticks to you? Nightmare. Okay, Jeremiah. The Gulf is in South Texas. Ah, so look at... Oh my god. You've doxed yourself. I know where you are now. South Texas. This is all a clever ploy. You thought this was a ploy to find out that Nonsensic Rat is here? No, no, no. It's all a ploy to dox everybody. Get doxed. Come on, crit, crit, crit. It's very close. 1 damage. Tiny little skull and just... It's true. He could be anywhere in Texas. The Gulf would still B at the south. True, they're using fancy trickery words. How are things? Things are okay. Okay to, if not uneventful. How about yourself? And the heat. I can't heal. Meaning I must kill. Not bad, not bad, not bad. I hope I don't die. Oh, that's not good. No, don't kill him. 2 damage. No! What happens when my tech priest dies? Frick. That was my strongest tech priest. Well, he's gone now. Yeah. Oh my god. No, I don't know. Oh, what the heck? I don't know, I never lost a tech priest before. Hey, come on. Opportunity attack him. There we go. 4? Ah, 2. Come on, 2. Everything's just hidden as weak as possible. Okay. There we go. Sweet. Just blasting everything that's around. Nice. Besides my one guy dying, everything's going pretty good. Oh my god, the acid. Oh my god, just go to where I want you to go. There. Where's Carlo and Jonathan? Meowing is where they are. Oh my god, more of them came out? And only my Skitari's over there? Perfect. Like, my guy's not dead forever, I don't think. I've just put it on normal, so I don't think there is, like, permadeath or whatever. And if there is, whatever. Whatever. Ah. guess. Perfect, okay. I have 1 life. And I have no way to do anything. I think I'm covered in acid. I think I'm gonna die too. Oh, I didn't. Nice. Oh no, here we go, finally. Is Warhammer like XCOM? I think so, yeah. Beautiful. Okay, Skitari, I want you to run. That guy reds that quick? 4. Ah, 3. Well, that was cheap. This is a brutal fight because I hit everything. Nice. What? I thought I could shoot from here. Yo, my friend. Yeah. This game is like XCOM. Yeah, well, Warhammer's like a franchise, right? Like, it's like a big thing that was based on... Ooh. A tabletop initially, I believe. In like the 80s. What's the weather? Today it's raining, which is kind of nice. It's pretty cool. It's not very hot. Just keep sneaking around corners so he can't hit me. Okay, I should be able to kill this guy here. My weapons are all beefed up. I like that when you think of the weather in Canada, you think of like where I am, which is like the smallest place in Canada. Mission complete. The cohort defeated the local Skitari, enabling them to move through, blah, blah, blah. The troop and valuable surveying thing are, say, perishing. Okay, we did it. Man. Rupert is like the rainiest city in Canada, I believe. It was like at one point, and I'm pretty sure it still is. And it like rains on average like 280 to 300 days a year, and its humidity is constantly like 100. It's just like the wettest place. But it's kind of nice that it doesn't get like super hot or burny, so that's cool. But let's see here. Ugh, that was like a half burp. Didn't get it all up. Whatever. Let's continue. The squad survivors are back into the line. The Oculus has been salvaged. We have been set back in our exploration of the tomb of Agrelech. Not only, but not nearly so far as we would have been if the unit has been lost. The Oculus topographics provided data. It is fully functional, although at this stage I can report nothing other than the tomb of Agrelech is huge. This shall be factored into future missions. Ensure that I appraise for further development subdomina. Hopefully I can just buy my Skitari back. Oh yeah, look, it's just 130 bucks. Perfect. Wait, I don't have 130 bucks. But when I add this, I will. Phew. Unlocks Skitarii Vanguard Alpha. Ooh. Taser Goad. Next attack will break 2 armor. Cool. Hell yeah. Oobjow sector located. Whereas the other tombs are sterile, this one is grossly fecund with the union of life and death. Oh, mine. Or these are the flesh guys. First getting banana, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Just describing a new area. Oh yeah, see, he's alive again. He just, he mildly died. Okay. Jeremiah's rank 6. Ah, we gotta level this guy up. Boo, 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 boo. What did I just... What is this? I think this guy's gonna... Since this guy's gonna be, like, buffing people non-stop. Like, I think I'm just gonna get this guy to sit back with, like, Skitarii and just friggin' be that. Yeah. You're rank 5? Hum. Make sure... Yeah, maybe I'll level this guy up again. Yeah, give me more life. You're gonna be a big tanky jerk sitting in the back, just... There we go. Okay, so this guy's gonna be sitting around with the units. The other guys are gonna be like meat and tank doing their thing. Perfect. Okay. Garbage. A servitor rank 2. And a gun. Ooh, a nice little heal. And it costs nothing. It's just 3 turns. Skitarii Ranger. Eradication Ray. Ooh. Ooh. I do like Servitor rank 2 though. Like, what's the difference? Hunt and kill flay ones? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's do this. Okay. The tech priests always come. Oh. The taser goad deals down. Oh, interesting. Taser. In a cone attack. Interesting. I'm gonna do it like this. So these are like tanks. This guy's range, and if he's sitting back with my guy, this guy should give him a lot of crit and stuff. Yeah. I think this is good. I think this is good. Deploy. We're barely holding the lines of the tomb of Oobjow. Swarms of these damned flay ones are surging up the lower levels. We're seeing our own soldiers coming back to us as skin draped over those things. We must keep the tomb open. The foulness of the place is not permissible as a factor in preventing us from completing our mission. We don't have our emotions locked away for the convenience, Magos. My Skitarii cannot fight under those conditions. If morale keeps falling, we'll lose the tomb. I'm not ignorant of the morale of less augmented personnel. The situation requires remedying. Then we need to stem the flow of the flay ones. Otherwise, the place will end up be our tomb as well. You wanna... So, I don't know how. And I don't know if you guys will know this because it's an old reference, but... I don't know if you guys ever watched or listened to Howard Stern in the 90s when it was big, but there was a point, I think it was like 1998, And like, I don't know why this was brought to my attention and it like harkened back huge memories, but I remember there was a thing about like Time Magazine's most beautiful person in 1998. And this was like right before, like when polls would be like, who's the most beautiful person? And like everyone thought, because it was like the year Titanic came out, that it was going to be either Kate Winslet or Leonardo DiCaprio. And so this was like one of the first time in history that they had like an internet poll get screwed over by like the internet, because it wasn't relevant until like the early 90s or like the 90s, right? So anyways, so they had a poll and they promoted because like on Howard Stern they had like guests. And one of the guests was called Hank the Angry Drunken Dwarf. He was a little person who was like, he was drunk and angry and would say outlandish things. Anyways, so on the show, they got them to all be like, everyone vote for Hank. Hank the Dwarf as the most beautiful person. And he like won. Apparently he won because of like people voting for him nonstop. And he got something like 17 times the votes of Leonardo DiCaprio or the next guy to him and stuff. It was insane. But this is just like an old thing that I don't know if anyone would remember besides me being old. But like, I was just like, frick, Howard Stern? Manipulating polls? So funny. Anyways, that was just a little story of something that I just happened to remember earlier today. And I was just like, now this is a deep cut no one will remember. Anywho, back to the game. So the lower levels are swarming with flayed ones. If they seal a key passageway to those levels, we can hinder the movement to the manageable rate. Mission doctrine suggests a cohort with demolition charges would be a viable solution. My thoughts exactly, Magos. It's not just the danger to my men that worries me. When the enemy wears the skin of your dead comrades, death isn't the worst thing that can happen to you. So we gotta kill these guys that keep killing our guys in a very just way. Even you must appreciate the horrors of finding such a place, Magos. This is what is eroding the morale of our forces. Okay, an influx of flayed ones has left the chamber awash with gore and scrapes of skin. Seems this place is used to butcher the bodies of this fallen Skitari and turn what flesh they retained into leathery shrouds worn by the flayed ones. Okay. Horrific. Cannot be left as is. Immolate sounds good. You watched Titanic in the theater? Did you go by yourself or did you go with folks? Man. But yeah. I heavily say look it up. You can actually look it up. You can see the you can remember the history of how Howard Stern corrupted the polling of people's thing. Oh, you went with friends? Nice. I think with all of this, I will consecrate it. Gave me CP, but it made them awaken faster. Okay. I do like hitting all of them. It makes it harder. I wonder some of us have been lost to the tomb already. The Necrons are using madness as a weapon. Okay, journey down towards the tomb, pass through a chamber where it's been scratched marks all over, with the fury, okay. It's already gone insane. Ignore this. Nice. Core chooses speed over thoroughness and leaves the chamber behind. Oh, nice, that helped me out actually. Friends. You know what? Okay. You want to hear a crazy theory that I have? Is that I think, this is totally me saying just nonsense, but this is what I think. I think that peak humanity for like pop media, such as TV shows, movies and all that, I think they all peaked in the 90s and they wanted to keep that forever. And I'll tell you why. For example, like the people who were the number one show in the 90s, like for like a sitcom, was like Friends, right? Those guys are still relevant to this day. Do you remember who was relevant in the 2000s? No one. Freaking How I Met Your Mother or whatever in like the late 2000s, early 2010s. They're not as remembered as Friends. Friends is still number one. Think about leading men. Leonardo DiCaprio, number one from Titanic and stuff. Still number one? It's weird. All these guys from the 90s never ever phased out. They never phased out. The 80s action stars and crap, they phased out. 2000s action stars and crap, they've all phased out. But the 90s, for whatever reason, is this one decade that has like, that was like peak humanity in a sense. And then 9/11 happened and it screwed everything up and everything went to hell. But like somewhere in the 90s and then like 1 year, it's weird. Yeah, that's it. No, well, no. I don't mean action stars. I mean blockbuster movies. You know the summer blockbusters? Like freaking Wild Wild West with freaking with Will Smith. Will Smith is still relevant. Still like A-class actor, right? Tom Cruise. Yeah, Tom Cruise, Will Smith, all these guys, they're still like the number ones, and they never got like phased out the same way as like the guys who were number one in the 80s did, right? Like who was the guys in the 80s? I don't remember. Frick. Goonies. I guess Tom Cruise is from the late 80s, early. I don't know. You're right. Tom Cruise is a lot older than I anticipate. He's been big a long time. Keanu Reeves. But Keanu Reeves was a joke. Only like The Matrix came out and they were like, yeah, I don't know about Keanu Reeves. He's still kind of a joke. And then like Constantine and crap came out and they're like, what the hell is this guy? And then something happened, doodle-a-doo. John Wick. And then all of a sudden he's a big deal. Kiefer Sutherland, yeah. Like, let me think. Like, freaking yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I always think about this weird correlation with Friends for some reason. I don't know why Friends became like the sitcom to like represent like whatever. It just is the one that stayed forever. I don't know. It feels that the 90s has a disproportional amount of things that stayed longer than any other decade. Like you referenced the 80s, but you only reference a few things, but the 90s you get more? Maybe it's just that I am more familiar with it, perhaps? It could totally be a bias, but that's how I feel in my heart. Daniel Day-Lewis, that guy was getting it in, well, more 80s, but 90s what came through fruition. What am I missing that is this case? I also think that the 90s was the start of the internet, which might be a relation to this. Like, because that's like your thing. Yes, TV was taken over by garbage TV, but that was in the late 90s, and people were like kind of a big... The whole point I was talking about this was Howard Stern, remember? So yeah, I guess so. Really? You don't like Daniel Day-Lewis? So, I like Daniel Day-Lewis's acting, but I don't like the story around Daniel Day-Lewis. Oh, I'm a method actor. And that's because I don't really believe in method acting. And I'll give you a reason why. So, I don't believe in method acting because only it's convenient. Only like really high up people who want to use it as like a power trip seem to method act. Everyone else who doesn't, it's just acting, right? So it's like this weird thing that like people, it's like a power trip. Like when you want to like be a jerk to people and have a plausible deniability. Oh, I'm just stuck in a torpor of I'm in method acting. I'm not me. I'm possessed by a ghost. Stupid. It's just an excuse. It's like plausible deniability so you can be a jerk. That's all I see it as. It's ridiculous. And even if the mythos was true, that you're possessed by this acting spirit and I am the embodiment of whoever, that means you're not acting and you shouldn't get paid because you're just possessed. You're just possessed by a spirit and you're not acting. So why don't we just pay the freaking dead guy that you're pretending to be? Right? Stupid. So I hate that about Daniel Day-Lewis, but whatever he did, freaking I like his movies. They're good. My Left Foot, freaking quality. There Will Be Blood, one of my favorites. Really, you didn't like Last of the Mohicans? It was okay. I think it's one of his weaker ones for sure, but you know what I mean? Anyways, that's neither here nor there. Yeah. Anthony Hopkins, now he's good, but he's not a method actor. He turns it on and off. You know, a funny story. So this is kind of a risky story, but one funny story that I heard about method actors. So we were mentioning Leonardo DiCaprio. Apparently he's a method actor. You know that movie he made when he was like fighting a bear in the wilderness or something? He actually did it. He went hunting and ate an animal and went inside of it for whatever, right? It's method acting. And he method acts in most of his movies, apparently. But when it came down to his role in Django, no method acting there. That was just pure acting. He was on and off like a light switch. Nothing to be. Very convenient. Very convenient that. You know, that whooping racist guy yelling and hooting around. That's just acting. But all these convenient other roles that aren't like, you know, whatever. I was method acting that. Stupid. Anyways, that's my rant on method acting. In case you ever wanted to know. So I watched TWBB on my own and optical. Oh, really? You didn't like There Will Be Blood? I loved There Will Be. So when I watched There Will Be Blood, I made sure to I had no reference because no one recommended it me. I just knew it was like a good show from a year. So when I watched it, I had no expectations, and it kind of, I don't know. I enjoy slow burns and like this kind of scathe that it had, and I enjoyed it. And I related with the main character who is actually the bad guy, and I was just like, if these people screwed with me, I'd do the same thing. You pretended to be my brother, I'd kill you too. Trying to take my money, you know? Like, it brings you in. Which is more telling that I see myself as this villainous oil tycoon. I'm like, Oh yeah, Gary Oldman is a good actor though. Man. But we gotta get back to the game. Jeez, can't be ranting about actors I hate. Man, I should make a video. I should make a review of method actors, and then I can make a YouTube video about it, about how much I hate them. Oh, what did you miss? About method acting? Oh, or you mean in There Will Be Blood? Well, when I watched There Will Be Blood, I thought it was tremendously cinematic. Like it was just like watching it was like very planned shots, right? But I was more engrossed in the story than the shots after a while, because like you can only look at like a freaking an oil thing for so long, right? And then like, you know, I don't know. Everything seems risible. The only thing I guess is unavoidable, which is the whole story and the beginning that makes this character unlikable, is that he does steal someone's child who died in a well he owned and use them to basically guilt trip people into buying his product. But I mean, who wouldn't, given the situation? Anyways, if you can get past that point, then, you know, yeah, you can see that the guy's actually kind of a hardworking guy. Just terrible. One of the worst guys. Anyways, I'm trying to read this game. All right. Opportunity for study, recover, exploration. Goal equal vivisection. Recover if possible. Ooh. Flayed one is trapped under a malfunctioning doorway. Its lower limbs are crushed and has not been damaged enough to cause teleportation protocol. Ooh. Let's seize it. It hurt me. But yeah. There Will Be Blood's a good one. No Country for Old Men is a good one too. Came out the same year. Really? Well, the thing is that I think the movie sneaked it up on me because I didn't know it was a bad guy. I just thought it was like an oil guy, right? Like, which goes to tell you about the whole oil field. Anyways. Oh man, Gran Torino is good. But you know, I'm a bit of a sucker of the Fistful of Dollar trilogy, you know, like a Fistful of Dollars, a few more dollars, and the Good, the Bad, the Ugly. I like that. I really like the Good, the Bad, the Ugly. It's just it's a classic for a reason. It's too damn good. Oh, what was the Clint Eastwood when he was just like, "Do you feel lucky, punk?" He was like a cop that was like the Colt 45, the most powerful handgun in the world. Colt 45, no. Dirty Harry, that's it. It wasn't Colt, it was something else. For some reason, whenever I think of Dirty Harry, I think of the same movie with the guy who had an orangutan called Clyde, Right Hand Clyde or whatever, or Left Hand Clyde, was it? I always think of that movie whenever I think of Dirty Harry. I don't know why. It always, every single time. I think Dirty Harry and I think of an orangutan. I don't know why. Okay. Give me that cognition. What is that movie? Is it Left or Right Hand Clyde? Oh, you don't like that, eh? It is right turn, Clyde. Yes. Oh wait, that's a song by the Bloodhound Gang. What is the movie? Surrender yourself. Clint Eastwood. It is Clint Eastwood. It is 100% Clint Eastwood. What the hell is this movie called then? Every which way but... Every which way but loose? That's what that movie's called? And it did have Clint Eastwood and an orangutan? Interesting. Let's check out this glyph. Yeah, no, I think... Oh, you're going to bed? All right, good night. Thank you for coming here. I appreciate you listening to me rant about garbage. Oh, I lost some cognition. Later, butterflies. Yeah, have a good night. 40. Hey, did you watch the BBC Hitchhiker's Guide yet on Internet Archive? It's a cognitive ability. Go to Internet Archive, look up Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, watch the 1979 two-part thing, one episode then two, and then you'll understand. 54 versus the 42. Anyways. If this is being used by the flayed ones, it needs to be closed. Cord comes across the side tunnel. Okay. Burn it. Oh yeah, it just made them know that I'm here. Bunch of smoke. Okay, whatever. I need all the glyphs, even if it means they're stronger. But yeah, I'm trying to think of more method actors that I hate. I think one that really brought it to my attention was watching, like, there was a Netflix documentary that became big a few years ago called like Me and Andy or something, where Jim Carrey was like supposed to be Andy Kaufman and was like just a jerk to everybody because Andy Kaufman would be, and I'm possessed by it. Like, that was like the final nail in the coffin for me, and like method acting being a thing. I was just like, come the frick out. Like, come on. Like, seriously? Yes. Actually... bring a servitor out. But yeah. Have you guys ever seen that Right Hand Clyde movie? like it's not just me. Like, I've definitely seen it at some point, but it's a real movie. I don't remember anything about it other than right hand Clyde. He would say right turn Clyde or whatever, and he would punch. Or functionally punch. Yeah, see, you're in the same boat as me, but for whatever reason, they're intrinsically tied together in my brain. Buff that guy up a bit. Give my guy a little cognitive canister too. Oh damn, that's gonna be a really strong servitor. Excellent. Man, you guys know any other no other random TV shows that no one else will remember? What do you think? Are there any TV shows that I remember that no one else does? I vaguely remember once. Okay, I do know a show. It was on Fox. And I remember this show. I think it was like early 2000s. And if I remember correctly, there was like only 1 or 2 episodes because it got like canceled. And the whole premise of the show was that this guy was like a loser. And he was like, I'm a loser and I live with my parents. But like they do it in like a flashback. So like at the beginning, you see a really rich guy. He's like, I'm the richest man in Philadelphia. I think that's where the premise was. He's like the richest man in Philadelphia. And he's like, how did I get to be the richest man in Philadelphia? And it like goes back 10 years when he was a loser. And like he was like living with his like parents or whatever, being a loser or whatever, like in quotations. And like I remember his best friend was like a kid. It was like a 10-year-old boy. And that was the show. And I don't remember why I remember it. But that's the only details I remember of that show. I remember it was on Fox, and I think it was like a pilot. Nice. 1 damage is pretty good. I wonder. Let me see if I can find that. Richest man in Philadelphia, Fox TV show. About. I don't know. I'll have to look into it another time. Korgoth of Barbaria. That sounds familiar. American TV show, eh? From 2006. I do know this show. This is the one where the guy like goes killing like crazy, right? With the big freaking fist and like punches through a bunch of animals and crap. If I'm not mistaken. Oh man. Oh, it never got picked up. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Huh. There's a lot of stuff online about it, which I like. I wish I could find the one that I knew. Okay, I want my Skitarii to be here. Yowza. Yeah, just to be sure and make sure to get rid of it. I'm trying to think of other shows that I was disappointed that never got like things that I wanted them to. I was gonna say like a show that got canceled, but then it got picked back up and stuff was called Metalocalypse. I loved that show like a long time ago. I thought that show was the bee's knees. But when it got canceled, I was like, bummer. And then it came back with like a rock opera, and I was like, hell yeah. I'm just verifying that they're all dead. But there was a show it might not be that show, but there's a animation. What was it called? Primal, maybe? Am I thinking? It looks very similar to that Korgoth. You know what I'm talking about? Primal? I can't remember if I've watched it diligently in the sense that I've watched it all, but I've definitely seen like a part of it, and it looked very similar to that Korgoth. But like he was just like a guy, long hair, caveman, essentially like punching dinosaurs and crap. I think that's what I'm mixing it with. I think I'm mixing those two in my head. I don't... Maybe? All troops shoot this guy. I can get my Skitari to shoot. That's cool. Go, Skitari. Kill that guy. Oh, yeah. This guy's gonna be... I think I might have seen Primal clips maybe on YouTube. Man, I don't own a TV. Are you kidding me? I have a computer, and I do everything through it. Game, watch stuff. May or may not pirate things. I don't know. I don't know. That's not I wouldn't know anything about that. Oh, yes. I think owning a good TV... So, here's a bit of an interesting story. So when I was working... I used to work at TELUS, which is like a phone telecommunicator company in Canada. There's like 3. Anyways, I won't bore you with the whole history of it, but I used to work there, and I would sell TV and internet plans door to door. Like, you'd walk up and be like, hey, you guys like internet? And it's just like, what? And it's just like, well, maybe you guys could use better fiber optic. Anyways, like, I used to work there, and I remember, like, when you're doing sales, a lot of the guys you're with are kind of, like, really into the whole alpha male, you know, I'm a real big deal. Wolf on Wall Street at the time was a big deal, so people loved that as a reference. And I remember people would always be like, huh, you don't have a TV? TVs are for grown-ups. If you're just a stupid kind of like to shame guys, like be like, oh, no one will take you seriously if you don't have a TV in your house, so that's why you want to always sell TVs. And I always thought that was kind of stupid. And it was like very much like I could see that TVs were like essentially not gonna be like the mainstay of like a room anymore, you know what I mean? Who is this? But I remember them really pushing the idea that TVs are like a mature thing versus you watching stuff on the internet is for losers. They were like, you're watching YouTube instead of watching CNN. That's what losers do, like stuff. It was very, very bizarre, and I just remember that being like a thing. Of like, and like you saying I haven't owned a TV in a long time, it kind of reminded me of it. Like the, you don't have a TV? But yeah, stupid. Honestly, TVs feel kind of worthless to me. Because it's like essentially a low resolution monitor. What I'm trying to say is, yes. No, of course not. You're no more of a loser than I am, I would suppose. What I'm trying to say is if you don't have a TV, You're a loser. You're a loser and no one will take you seriously. You're watching Netflix on freaking a computer like a schmuck. You put your HDMI to a TV. That's stupid. That's lame crap. That's freaking lame crap. I remember because I remember having this exact conversation. I was just like, why would I buy a subscription, like a 2-year plan to like TV for Netflix for like Netflix was a selling point. And there was like, why would I care about watching Netflix on a TV with a remote when I could just hook my computer up and like go through with an HDMI? And they're like, oh, that's stupid and trashy. It was like trashy to be cost effective. I'm like, what? It's nonsense. It's like the same mentality of guys who buy like I had the same conversation I'd have with these guys with the same conversations they would have about telling me why expensive cars are a big deal, because if you have an expensive car, then people know you're valuable. People will know that you're a big deal in public because you have a nice car or you wear a nice watch. And I thought that was deeply, pathetically shallow and crap. You know what I mean? Yes. Capitalism. But no, I wouldn't even say it was capitalism. It was more like, in a sense, it was dishonest. It was like someone was trying to look apart instead of actually just being apart. Like, if you want to be respected and like seen as like a smart, strong, cool guy or whatever, right? Then just do cool, smart crap. I think, anywho. And I think instead of doing that, it's easier to just stand around, wear a suit, maybe quote a few things you saw off of a podcast you like. And I don't know. It was very... it just made me hate that whole crowd. It's also another reason why I don't really want to get back into, like, sales. Yeah. Friggin' sales. But yeah, for if you could take away anything I just said here, I would hope you would take away this: that if you don't have a TV and you're watching Netflix on a TV with a remote, you're a loser. You're a loser, and freaking yeah, who are you? Not only am I and all those guys who are working minimum wage the exact same, except they're wearing suits from Zara or whatever, me and those guys are gonna go over to one of those they go to seminars where they go to seminars for mentors. So there's like guys who are like 50-year-old men who are millionaires who bought like bingo.com during like the .com bubble. Then they go around to talks and they pay guys like $20 a talk so they can go around and handshake each other for quote unquote networking. Hilarious. What a grift. Like, to grift the people that actually are your fans. What a freaking joke. So funny. Holy crap. Just flooding my memory with all this mentorship programs where you go into like Tony Robbins level crap. I don't know if you know Tony Robbins. He's just some big freaking tall idiot who goes around saying basic crap that you already know. Like, you're not gonna be able to get ahead unless you do the hard work. And people are like, you're saying it. Hell yeah, Tony Robbins. All of them. Man, freaking it's been so long since I've thought about all that ridiculous crap. It's so funny. He's a genius. It's just like, did you know Tony Robbins told me that instead of sitting around being a freaking fat loser, that if I do literally anything, it's better? They paid $2,000 to go to a seminar with him. Remember that same boss I was telling you that was saying that you're a loser if you don't use Netflix on the TV? He would go to those exact same seminars and like try to convince people to go to the seminars like it's not a cult. Pay $2,000 so they can basically make a workshop where they say at the end of the day that, you're gonna have to do hard work, bucko. But they rented out a really nice hotel in Hawaii. They have to be successful. Or maybe that $2,000 you dropped when you did send that 500 times can rent a resort for a freaking week. Funny how that works. Nah. Because these people who are rich are actually benevolent. Not only are they benevolent, they care about you and they care about humanity. They're actually the true martyrs of humanity. They're the ones that were brought here and imbued and given divinity by God with money so they can share upon you poor mortals. You disgusting ants. They grab the sugar, the money, and they spill it on you and they show you how they got the sugar, but you can do it too. You just have to get divinely given. Stupid. The whole system is ridiculous. I hate mentorship crap. It's ridiculous, man. And it's unfortunate that goes in with sales, which goes into marketing, which goes into every freaking business there is. So functionally, business is run by a bunch of people who read tea leaves at the bottom of their glass and shake in. They're basically like the Warhammer people. They just believe in the economy as their omniscience, and they pray to it, and they dress up to it, and they wear their robes for it. Well, the thing is, Jared, is you're not a tacky salesman is why. Also, sales itself is sad because they sell it. It's like anything. They sell a dream. It's just like, yo, man, you don't need to do anything. You could just do this and talk to them. And I could go on and on and on and on about how much I hate it. Honestly, I could forever. It would never end. But I feel that it's bringing everyone down and it's a bummer. So I'm not gonna. Oh, that wasn't the end? Huh. Well, I thought that was. Too busy hating. Yeah. Let me tell you about all the things I don't respect. I don't want to have an 8-hour stream. Honestly, go on and on. It would be like Don't Stop Believing, because it goes on and on and on and on, right? Maybe I'll get rid of my servitor and bring out the Skitari Vanguard Alpha. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to... Oh, I didn't realize there was one right in front of me there. Oh, that's the only cognition around. Okay, I'll save this for later. Oh, wow. Keep blasting. I like being there. See, I'm gonna try to like wombo this. So I'm gonna hit him over here. And then for the razzle dazzle, I'll get my Skitari to freaking shoot him. Razzle dazzle. Single target melee upon hitting turns into a cone attack. Ooh. Ah, it hits a lot of my guys, which I don't love. Oh well. It also got rid of that guy, so that's worth it. Oh hell yeah, Jeremiah. My bullfrog fighter. Yeah, I think I've already gone past the curve that makes the game difficult. Like, it's not that hard anymore. Now that I got, like, all these tech priests. Yowza. Fascinating. Get a servitor in there to start punching. Take this, you piece of garbage. Man, my little crew of Space Marines are freaking very strong. Not 4, please. 3's okay. Wow, that guy has a lot of life. Nice. I'll run him in. I'm gonna go for a heal. Nice. Whew. A lot of walking to get this one guy. Okay, I don't think I've lost anyone. Here we go. Get him, Skitari. Perfection. A dead Skitari is pinned up against a wall by a blade speared through its body. It seems strange for a flayed one to leave a corpse behind without skinning and dismembering it. Perhaps a discovery of this would reward examination. Perhaps it's a trap. Let's do callousness. Yes. Riddled with gunfire, the body explodes in a burst of radiation as the booby trap is tripped. The cohort exults in the knowledge, as they have not been outsmarted by the Necrons, though the gunfire and triggered of the trap have surely given away their location. Mission complete. Archway leading down the lower reaches of the tomb is rigged with demolition charges. They detonated it, filling it up. The routes with a mass amount of rubble flowed in, and there we go. Good. We did it. These guys should have the pressure taken off of them for the time being. With the luck of Mars, they should be able to hold the tomb until they fully explore it. Of all the forms of the Necron, the flayed ones are the foulest and the gravest moral threat to our Skitari. Emotional returns of the disgust and anger and the moral repugnance are filling my neural vault to full capacity. I move to pray we will soon be finished with the tomb of Ubjo. I've seen what has happened to our troops in there. I've seen how it changes them. I pray for the same thing, Magos. Killed so many enemies. Wow, I did kill a lot of flayed ones. And I got a better servitor now. Look at that. More armor and hell yeah. Rank 5, 5, 6. Okay. Okay. Oh my god, you don't even have liquor and gambling ads? Two guns, okay. Perfect. Awesome. I'll be back 1 second. I'll go to the washroom. Blue. All right, let me look at the time. I think I got enough for another mission. What do you guys think? One more? Yeah. Place incense burner. Ooh, arc rifle. I do like Skitari. Oh, this guy has like 2 different ones. Ooh. I want this. Do you like this? I don't know if I need that though. Oh, this one's just kill. Oh, but it's hard. Let's do this one because I want to get my cognition up. Okay, that looks as good as it gets. Let's rock. Magos, the discovery of the new tomb is cause for a great perturbation. I can imagine, Vinex. A foul place indeed. It is to be hoped whatever disease are within are not communicable to humans. There's one element of its foulness that cannot help but notice by our personnel on the ground. You've heard of the stench? Tech priests cannot be dismayed by such things, but less augmented personnel complaining voraciously about it matters. The fumes are actively damaging rebreather components. Levisticans 7-14. Bleak be the prospects when the black wind of heresy blows. Your solution, Lector Dogmatis? Sacred incense burner played the points in the tomb of Umjao will banish this noxious fumes. I suspected as much. I take it that the tech priests under my command will be expected to enter the tomb and place the incense? Indeed. Then we are in the same mind in this matter, Magos. The tomb of Umjao is infected with atmospheric toxin. It's damaging our rebreathers and pushing filtration glands to their limits. When the sacred work is complete, conditions will greatly be improved. I hope you're correct. None of this Qatari relish being sent into the tomb of Umjao. They will do their duty. They will, Magos. Complaining all the way. We're ready to advance. Chamber littered with human bones, shines of lights have been dismembered, sharp blades. They represent around a dozen bodies. Disregard. Nicole, move on, ignoring it all. Oh, we're close. Maybe I will destroy it. Oh, there he begins, Catboy. Good thing I didn't destroy it. I can just scan it. Oh, now we have to escape. Oh, interesting. This is the rank 2 ones. Just blast my way through here a little bit. Oh, I can give that to my friend. I didn't know that. I wanted to do it to my... Oh, I think that is my Skitarii. Jonathan. I didn't realize I didn't have any cognition. I was trying to run past here. Four damage is big. Come on, crit. Okay, perfect. At least with cognition is nice. like that my guy continues. This is something that they don't do in Baldur's Gate that I wish they did. Here we go. This should end this. Through the dungeon patch, but one place selected an incense burner, blah blah blah, DDD, okay. Yes, reformulate it. Chemicals, okay, so we burned the appalling stench, yeah, so it got worse. Damn it, who would have thought incense don't work? Come on, be good. Ooh, there we go. Good, I like good. Ooh, battle. How do I want to do this? Okay, I think this is good. I love buffing my Skitari. Oof. Big hit. Essentially, these guys are just fodder here. Hey, Jeremiah. I'm hoping that they run at this. I want to leave this guy overwatching over here out of the way, and I'm just not going to have guys over there. Okay, a little repair. Good to go. Okay. Only one. Ooh, snag a little cognition from over here. No, not my one guy. Ooh. Damn, this Qatari can do some big shots here. Not bad. 4. Ooh, opportunity strike. Oh, hey, you hit my guy. I thought that was going to be an opportunity strike for me. Oh. Boop. Sure. Okay, I just wanted to get that cognition. Is really what I wanted. Okay. Nice. Command fire this, hopefully. 9 to 12 damage? Oh, hell yeah. Look at how big this hit's gonna be. Oh, having command is great. Beautiful. Hey! What the hell? Just turned and took that guy out. Okay, let's go, Jeremiah. Oh, hell yeah. I just want to guarantee this guy's down. Cleaning house. I wonder if I can use more of my cognition just to walk over there and get that. It's only one. Why not? I got huge amounts of cognition now. Okay, I didn't expect more flayed ones, though. luckily they're not looking at me. Okay. Just shoot through these guys real quick. Top myself up. Beautiful. Opportunity. Okay. Me and me Skatari. Big hit. Ooh, nice. Ooh, don't turn everyone towards me, though. Nice. Oh my god, more Necrons? I like buffing my Skitari. Nice. Oh, my skull's already on him. Okay. Let's keep buffing him. Walk in to use that cognition, okay. Collect this guy. Come on, big hit. Nice. Oof. Come on, big hit. Nice. I love buffing this Skitarii. Youchie. This guy's trying to be sneaky. I wish I had an AoE move. Two damage, please. Yay. Slowly eliminating. So much cognition, I need to waste it. Ugh. Gonna make me have to use this, eh? Nice. Oh, I forgot all about that guy. Yes. Kill it. Almost. Hell yeah. Die, Xena scum. Okay, will this end it? Pew! Dun dun da dun dun da dun. Easy peasy. This may not be a well-omened place for a burner. Meditations, Logicae, verse 619. How dim the sacred light burns when the unholy darkness loometh all about. Yes, let's bless it. Sanctify it. The chords, okay. Pray, drive back the oppressive miasma. Against odds, bring the sense of calm and purity to the foul place. Ah. We did it. Mission complete. We just purify. Beautiful. Already, the tomb of Umja represents less than a moral threat to our mission. Kalamon, Ordinations 5.25. The sweet incense of faith conquers the toxic stench of corruption. Its inhabitants are no less amicable in our presence, however. And they must be destroyed, Magos. Like every other Xenos on this planet. They will fall before us. Macarium Commentaries, Chapter 71. As they purify the ground beneath our feet, they shall find no shelter. I admire your zeal, Videx, but our mission will not be achieved with faith alone. That is why we brought guns as well as prayers, Magos. Honestly, when prayers don't work, guns typically do. Mission successful. Ooh, we got a new gun. Look at that. I was saying I wanted AoE. I might actually give this to one of the guys. Nice. More cognition. Hell yeah. Break armor. Nice. Alright. Well, I think this is a very good spot to wrap it up for the day. Well, that was fun. I had a good time. And, oh. But that brings us to the end of the stream today. So, thanks for watching. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed a bit of Mechanicus and me complaining about method acting. Good night, guys. Beep 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 beep. Ba 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 ba.